Hello and welcome to another episode of Gribbly's Folly. I am Gribbly and you are witnessing my ongoing folly. And today I want to take you out in the woods with my brand new ONDU 4x5 pinhole camera. This is the Rise version. Regular pinholes, Rise pinholes. It's really simple and also really complex and I like it a lot. This isn't meant to be a big review. This is meant to be an experiential adventure video in which I bring you to these places that I photograph with my pinhole camera and go into a little bit of explanation about why I choose to shoot these places this way. And a big reason is simplicity, but as I alluded, this camera makes things a little more complex and I am not used to working with all these different frame lengths. So the ONDU 4x5 Rise has Rise. And what that means is without tilting the camera forward or backward, you can actually change the position of the horizon in your image. And I bought this camera thinking that would be pretty interesting for use with waterfalls. And I wasn't wrong, but my jury is still out about whether or not I actually like the effect. We'll get to that in another video altogether. Today I just want to bring you along on an adventure using this camera. I've had the ONDU 4x5 Rise for a couple of months. This is only my second adventure with it. I just haven't had a lot of time to use it, but I'm already really impressed. The craftsmanship is top-notch and the camera performs admirably. So that's enough preamble, but it's worth noting before we get to the adventure that the adventure itself was made possible by my patrons on Patreon. You should join. There's a link down below. My patrons get extra content all the time. In fact, they get the same video that you're getting right now, just with like 10 more minutes of stuff, with background stuff, with thoughts on the process of large format pinhole photography, and my opinions about the places where I'm going. And if there's anyone whose opinions you really want to hear, I know it's mine. So if you're interested in that, just $3 a month to sign up. I'll see you over there. Thank you so much. Here's the adventure. Good morning. Welcome to a day in the life. I have a ton of stuff to do in the field today, at least 3 shoots on the docket. So I got up at the crack of dawn to bring you with me and see this glamorous life I lead. The very first thing we have to accomplish is putting this 4x5 sheet film into these 4x5 sheet film holders. And this is best done in the dark because you have to sit on the couch with a black bag over your lap and your hands in it. And if anyone walks in, it looks like you're doing something really obscene. All right, I'm finally on the road. Just got to make a quick stop for lunch. I mean breakfast, because I got up at dawn. All right, put a sandwich in me, put some gas in the car, heading out on the highway, finally on the road into open country. Nothing's gonna get in my way. Okay, well, let's do a quick inventory. I've got the ONDU 4x5. I've got the Crown Graphic 4x5 with 3 lenses. I've got my Sony A7 with 2 lenses. I've got my phone, and I've got my action camera. Then I've got all my fishing gear. Then I've got all my, make it out of the woods survival gear. Then I've got a change of clothes and some extra food and a diet Sprite. Ropes, never a good sign. I don't believe I trust that one. Yeah, I mean, actually you should not trust any of them, but especially that one. So right now, I'm standing right at the mist line. This is where the mist stops. So I got to figure out where I can put my camera. And if I got to go further, then that's going to require extra logistics. This is an interesting place because there's the two cascades, and that's what makes it interesting. But there's also a big dark nothing right between them. So that's kind of hard to deal with photographically. Okay, so this is the shot, or it's a shot. I've taken this shot before and it's kind of a pain in the ass, actually. Normally I would groom the scene, take some of these sticks out. I might do that a little bit, but my bigger concern, geez, I don't know what my bigger concern is. I'm worried about that dark nothing right there, although it would make a good, like, place for the title of a book. So it's worth shooting, I guess. So when I'm taking a shot like this, there's a lot going on, and I like to simplify it by putting my head right where I think the camera should be. And if that looks good, then the shot's probably gonna look good, right? All right, that way we've got, I'm following my frame line. I've got all the way up to the trees up there, but we stop about right there. So I want a little more forward tilt. Make sure I get that water in the foreground. Let's look at it again. That should be plenty. And that is still, is that enough to get, I don't know if that's enough to get the top of the falls. Okay. I can't really take a step back, can I? Let's see what I can do though. The other thing we can do here, make the tripod a little lower. Right now we're totally alone down here, so I want to make the most of this time. I'm worried though, if I get any lower, we're gonna lose the top of that rock right there. But that might be the price we have to pay. So let's line it up again, point it straight at the falls. I might actually cheat a little bit that way. Yeah, okay. And we've definitely got some water in the foreground, and we've definitely got the top of the falls that way. All right, after I look at all the frame lines and stuff, what I like to do is sort of lean back and just take a big deep breath, correct anything just from the point of view of instinct. But I think that's got it. I think that's our shot. So I got my phone camera in pro mode. I've set the ISO to the same as my film, and now I grab the shutter speed that I feel is going to be a little too bright. So a 60th, probably a little too bright. What does a 90th look like? Yeah, I like the 60th better, and because I'm worried about those shadows, we'll go with that. Then we go over to this app called Exposure Calculator, 25, 160th, 400 at f200, which is what the basically what the ONDU is. Compensating for reciprocity. This is an 8-minute exposure. Check all the pinholes. Looking good. Grab my timer. Go. So there are several things that I love about shooting these places this way. One is actually putting my face where the camera's gonna go. That's how, I mean, I do that in normal photography, I guess, but I'm not aware of it. And my first viewfinder, when I approach a scene like this, is my actual eye. Probably this one. So with traditional photography, when you get to a scene, the first thing you interface with is your camera. You're looking through the camera or at the screen of the camera at the scene, and that's how you're composing. This way, you're actually mechanically moving around, you're moving your head, you're moving the camera, you never look through anything, you're constantly looking at the scene. The second part that's even better is that once you open that shutter, you got nothing to do for 8 minutes, and you have to be still. You can't move your gear. So I get to be here for 8 minutes with no distractions. Okay, well, that's helpful. Here we go. Son of a bitch. So this is a waterfall I've never been to before. I'm pretty excited. I've seen a lot of them. Always good to see something new. And I think I'm gonna have a heart attack. Uh-oh. Those people back there are watching me, aren't they? They think I look ridiculous with this camera on my head. Alright, so I'm set up here in front of this pretty amazing waterfall. I think I've got, if I use the rise pinhole, I think I've got foreground right here, and then all the way up to the sky. Actually, we don't need that much. Let's tilt it forward just a touch. Using the rise and tilting it forward amounts to what? Front tilt, maybe? I don't know. Wait, let's be sure here. Yeah, okay. That should do it. Bad idea. Bad idea. Okay. That's a bad idea. Is there a way we can do this that would be less of a bad idea? That's pretty bad. Yeah, there's absolutely no traction right there at all. Yeah, this idea is getting worse and worse. Oh, but the composition's getting better and better. Look at that. We can get up here, it'll be dry that way. I think once we step in that, though, it's over. Wonder how slippery that is right there. A lot of mist coming down at this point, though. What a gorgeous place. Look at that. Look at all that. That's pretty good. Okay, dark slide is out. Shutter is open. Start the timer. Yeah, 125. Okay. Yeah, 3 minutes. Okay. All right. I think that's it. I think that's a wrap. Ow, 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 ow. You know, maybe it's okay I got started kind of late today and only got 2 waterfalls in. I'm a little bit tired. That's cool. I'm very tempted. I'm really tempted. But I don't know if it's legal for me to fish here. I don't know if, I mean, I'm in North Carolina. Wait. Cherokee Enterprise Trout Waters Tribal Fishing Permit required. Okay, guess that answers that question. That's cool. I haven't eaten anything in 6 hours and losing light, and I still got an hour and a half home, so probably best to wrap it up. Probably. That's good looking water. I wonder how much a permit is. Yeah, can't fish here. There's like a sign up by the road with like this long list of permits that you have to get because this is apparently tribal water and trophy trout water. So I better look into that before I come back. But when I got out of the car to read the sign, I realized I was standing in poison ivy. So I'm down here in the water washing my legs off. You're a handsome devil. What's your name? Elk. Look at that. Not as pretty as trout, really, but you know, not too bad. And turkeys. This place has everything. And a dog. A lot of stray dogs in my videos lately. How you doing, buddy? Spay and neuter your pets, people. Spay and neuter your pets. Well, this is not a bad spot. Pretty nice. I'll take it. Plot Balsam Overlook. Apparently this is the home of the plot hound. That's what the sign says anyway. So, I'm going home. I'm gonna take some more Advil. I'm probably gonna drink some scotch after I stop at Wendy's. And yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. There's nothing to do. I definitely don't have like, you know, 9 sheets of film to develop. Thank you so much for watching and coming with me today. You've been good company. Keep the ends out for the ties that bind.